What's good, wealth builders? It's the man, it's the myth, wealth builder himself, Devon putting work. And today, on another episode of Riding with the Wealth Builder, I got my daughter with me. So if you hear a little bit of her playing her tablet in the background, understand daddy duties never go away, right, baby?
Say that I'm on my grind is an understatement. Don't think I'm thinking you can check my bank statement. I'm about my money, yeah, that's a basic. World domination is what I'm truly facing.
I want y'all to understand we want to talk about 10 things that require zero talent but can change your life. All right, so this is a weird topic when you really think about it, because a lot of people don't understand these few things can actually change their life, change the way things happen for them, their perception of life, all that good stuff. Okay, so I want you to really take heed to what I'm talking about, because it might sound simple, but this is very effective. And a lot of things that are the most effective are the simplest. So with that being said, let's get to the list. Number one, being on time. Okay, being on time. Why is that so important? Being on time can change your life because, number one, if you work for someone or if you're going to meetings or anything like that, when there's a scheduled time for you to be there and you are always on time, you are looked at as almost a unicorn, okay? You're almost looked at as top notch just based off the fact that you're always on time. And a lot of times being on time does not mean being there exactly at the time that is set up. Okay, so if you got like a 9 a.m. meeting, you need to be there by 8:50, 8:55. No later than 8:55, and 8:55, honestly, is kind of late. You need to be on time. 8:50 is a good time to be there. 10 minutes early means you're on time. And it builds wonders for your character, the way people look at you, the way people feel about you, and the way that people feel about you is how they usually treat you. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. The way people feel about you is the way they usually treat you. Number two, work ethic. Okay, now, a lot of people don't understand what work ethic means. A lot of times, your work ethic is meaning what you say and saying what you mean and actually doing what you said you're going to do, even though the feeling has gone. Okay? That is part of your work ethic. That is a part of who you are as a person. And yes, you don't have to be employed by anyone to have good work ethic. Okay? But a lot of times people need to learn how to have good work ethic. A lot of times they just want something for free. They want to be successful for free. They don't want to put no work behind what they got going on. And that doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so that's number two. Number three, effort. Okay, work ethic and effort kind of go together. Okay, so the effort behind everything means a lot. Your relationships, you gotta have effort. So your time with friends, you gotta put effort. Your time in your relationship with your significant other, you gotta put effort. Your job, you need to put effort into it. Your career, your business, whatever is something that you said you want to do or have, you gotta give effort. Okay? And a lot of times people don't give effort. They just want things to come to them. And that's why they're not successful. That's why their life just never changes, never goes anywhere, because they don't know and don't understand how to build and push forward with effort. Next up, we got number four, body language. Okay, you ever met someone that's slouchy, that's always got their shoulders down and always looking pouty and always looking like things just never go their way? You don't want to be involved with that person. You don't want to talk to that person. You don't even want to be associated with that person. That's bad body language. Okay? Good body language is standing tall, shoulders back, chest up, head forward. You know what I'm saying? That's good body language. That means you are attentive. You're showing your attention to what's going on. You're ready for whatever's going on, whatever's going to come your way. You are showing that you are there. You are present. That is showing good body language, and people want to be around that. Energy. All right, so energy, a lot of times people think energy is just, your vibe. Yeah, it could be your vibe, it could be the way you operate, the way you move and all that good stuff. But also your energy, like sometimes you just gotta have energy. You gotta be able to do things. You gotta be, energetic. You can't be the type of people that's always slouching, always waiting for the next thing to happen to you. You gotta be able to happen to that thing, if that makes sense. Like, you gotta have energy. You gotta be ready to roll, ready to rock, ready to go. That's people with energy. Next up, we got attitude. You ever met someone with a bad attitude? Oh man, that's the worst. A person with a bad attitude makes you feel like you just are going to be a pain in my butt for whatever time I got to deal with you. Especially if you're like a manager or a boss or anything like that. Dealing with people with bad attitude is the worst. You tell them what to do or what not to do, and they have an attitude about it. They give you back talk. They don't want to do what you told them to do, and that can force you to pretty much have a problem with this person. And this is what happens to people when they're not successful. They're not successful when they have a bad attitude. They have a bad attitude. A lot of times they're just not successful because of that bad attitude. Next up, passion. You gotta have passion, man. I want to feel like if you're doing something or you want to be successful, you got to be passionate about it. You got to be ready to put all the effort, all the work behind whatever it is you got going in your life. You got to have passion behind it, okay? If you don't have no passion for what you're doing, then you won't be successful at all. Okay, so you got to have passion. Being humble. All right, so this is a good one. Being humble. Okay? Being humble. You gotta be humble. Humble. Okay? You can't be always braggadocious, oh you the best, or you the shit, or you everything. You're just so better than everybody. You're not gonna be better than everyone, my friend. You're never gonna be better than everyone. There is always going to be someone better than you. Always someone's going to humble you. Okay, always going to make you realize that you have more work to do to be successful or get to that level that they are on. Okay, so being humble is your best bet. All right. Next up, doing extra. Now, this could be number one, really. Doing extra. You know how people get ahead? You know how people get further in life? They do extra. They push forward on extra stuff. They are always trying to make things better and go the extra mile. They don't just do the minimum. People that do the minimum don't become successful. They might hit a they usually plateau. They usually land at a spot and don't get further along. They just land at that plateau and don't get further along because they don't do extra. They just think by doing the minimum they'll succeed. Yeah, you'll get to a certain level, yeah, of prestige or whatever you're trying to get to. but you won't get further because you don't do extra. Okay? And last but not least, being prepared. This is a good one. You need to be prepared in life. Even when, yeah, baby, you tired? Okay, baby. You need to be prepared. Like when I take my daughter out, I need to be prepared. I gotta have her juice. I gotta have something to give to her to keep her occupied. As you can see, she has a tablet. I gotta be prepared. Okay? You have to be prepared to be successful. And how you prepare yourself is through practice. Continuously practicing whatever craft you're trying to be good at. If you're trying to be a great options trader, then you need to prepare yourself by training for it, by learning and doing and trying it continuously. You same with a great basketball player. You want to be a great marketer. You want to be a great teacher. You want to be a great pianist. A great whatever it is you're trying to be good at or great at. Then you need to be prepared for it. And how you prepare yourself is how you'll be successful. You understand? That's what I mean. You have to be prepared for success. So there you have it, man. There you have it, Wealth Builders. I know it's a little different video as usual, but this is another Riding with the Wealth Builders episode. Signing off for the 10 things that take zero talent, but will make you successful and change your life. Do remember, Wealth Builders, make more, save more, build more.
World domination is what I'm truly facing.